father, prior to knowing about Kangen, he used to buy a lot of XY brands, right? And the thing about those machines that they spoil every 2-3 years. After 2-3 years, he had to cough up more money, about 5 to 6 to 10,000 ringgit, to buy a new machine, right? But our products last 15 to 25 years, so it's a one in a lifetime purchase, right? Imagine that you save a lot of money. And global business, it's all around the world. If you have people around the world who want to do business with you, very simple, right? Very simply, when you become a customer, when you purchase a machine for your home, you can become a distributor immediately, right? There's no joining fee, there's no annual renewal fee, there's no stocks to keep, no monthly sales qualification, no quota, no all that kind of stuff, right? Advancement in your commission scales based on cumulative sales to date, right? So this basically means that the more machines that you sell, the company will reward you more in terms of commission, right? Very simply put. No demotion. And lastly, global business, right? Who wants to own a global business in this chat? If you want to have a global business chat, type me in the chat, please. I'm going to type it myself too. Me, I want a global business, right? And let me ask you a question. If you today, let's say you're from India, or let's say that you're from England, or let's say if I'm from Malaysia, if I wanted to open, let's say, my cafe in London or in England, how much capital do I need to open my cafe there? I'm thinking the numbers of at least R1 million, right? Same thing for London. If they want to invest a cafe in Malaysia, it's roughly about 100 to 200,000 pounds, right? So in this business, if you want to do a global business, let's say if I want to do business with somebody in London, it's just the cost of one machine. So the entry, the capital to invest in a business for this business is very, very low. 4,000 US dollars, right? So just picture that. Oops. Okay. So multi-level marketing, direct sales. In our company, Enagic is known as a direct selling company. But a lot of people mistake us as multi-level marketing. Let me explain to you the two differences, right? The two differences are multi-level marketing looks like this. You have one guy up there, and then you have two legs, and then basically those two legs have another two legs each. And you get the picture, right? There's nothing wrong with multi-level marketing. It has made a lot of people, especially in Malaysia, I know a few of them, very, very successful, right? But I don't like the system. The only thing I like about multi-level marketing is the overriding commission. That's the only thing I like about that. Now, Enagic is direct sales. What is direct sales? It's basically you. When you buy a machine, you join the business, you introduce 2, 4, 6, your friends, your family, and these are known as your direct sales. Right? And these are known as your direct sales. And then when these friends or family love the machine, they also introduce it to their own friends or family. And these are considered as indirect sales. So only two types of sales going on, only direct and indirect. And the best part about this is that we also have the best part about multi-level marketing, which is the overriding commissions, right? Who here loves overriding commissions, right? Type me in the chat because I love overriding commissions, right? So in our company, it's a very simple way to count the number of sales that you have, which is basically direct sales plus indirect sales equals to your group sales, right? So remember this equation. Remember this whole thing. Direct sales plus indirect sales equals to group sales because I'll be using a lot in this whole entire presentation, right? So three types of commission. First one, 8A or 8-point commission. Second, education. And third, 6A2 bonus. Because of time constraint, I will not be touching on the second and third. I will only be focusing on the first commission. But don't worry, the first commission will knock you off your feet already, believe me, right? So pay attention, guys. The 8A or 8-point commission, the SD501 in Malaysia is 13,000. Or guys, can you please refrain from drawing on my slides, please? Hold on. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so 8A or 8-point commission, right? SD501 price in Malaysia 13,980 ringgits, right? So 8As is basically the company allocating 8,000 ringgit from this 13,980 for us, right? Usually, when a company wants to do marketing or advertising, what do they normally do? They hire a third party company that specializes in marketing, right? Pay them a lot of money to basically promote their products. Let's imagine a bottle of Coca-Cola, right? In Malaysia, it sells roughly about 250 to 3 ringgit per bottle. But let me ask you a question. How much do you think it costs to produce that bottle? 10 cents? 15 cents to make that bottle of Coca-Cola, right? How much is the marketing cost for the bottle? It's usually in the 50% range of the selling price. Meaning you are basically paying the company's advertising. That's what it means. But in Magic, the company doesn't have third-party advertising. It uses us. It relies on us, and they reward us, right? And that's why 8,000 ringgit is for all of us per machine, right? So SD501, 13,980. The company allocates you a budget of 8,000 ringgit per machine for its marketing partners. This 8,000 ringgit is split into 8 different parts, or what I like to call them 8As, right? If 1A equals to 1,000, meaning that the payout is complete of 8As equals to 8,000 ringgit, nothing more. 8,000 ringgit, nothing more, nothing less, right? In the business, when you first join the business, these are the rankings that you will be familiar with. When you first join a business, you are considered a 0A. But when you make your first and second direct sale, right? Take note of the word direct sale. First and second direct sale, you make 1,000 ringgit each and you get promoted to a 1A distributor, right? Then you become a 2A distributor when you make your third direct sale. My goodness, on your third direct sale, you're already making 2,000 ringgit per machine. You know, and then you're making 2,000 ringgit, you become a 2A. For you to become a 3A, haha, this is where it becomes interesting, right? You must have 10 cumulative group sales. 10 cumulative group sales, and then your next direct sale, meaning your 11th sale, you become a 3A and you earn 3,000 ringgits, right? Guys, what is group sales? Please type in the chat for me. What is group sales? There's an equation before. I said group sales equals to what plus what? Anybody in the chat? Nobody? Thank you, Rajesh. Right, Kitri, thank you. Is direct sales plus indirect sales. So let me ask you a question. Do you need to sell all 10 machines yourself? Answer is no. You don't need to sell all 10 machines yourself. You can sell five, and the other five can introduce one each, and then you become a 3A. It's as simple as that. Or you can sell three direct and seven indirect, right? So that is the power of group sales. You don't have to sell everything yourself. Now, you become a 4A when you have 20 cumulative group sales, right? 20. And then your next direct sale, which is your 21st sale, you make 4,000 ringgits. Let me ask you a question. Take note of the word here called cumulative. Oh, somebody is unmuted again. Hold on. Okay. Take note of the word cumulative, right? What is cumulative? It means that for you to become a 4A from a 3A, you need another 10. You don't have to sell 20. It adds on. It adds and adds and adds and builds and builds. It never goes down, right? So 20 cumulative group sales, 4A. And then you become a 5A when you are 50 cumulative group sales. But this is where all of us want to be, right? After 100 cumulative group sales, your next direct sale, your 101 sale, you make 6,000 ringgit per machine. Boosh. Right? Imagine you become a 6A. You find someone like me, and I sell two machines a month for you every month in 1 year. That's 12,000 ringgit for you every single month. 12,000 ringgit. Is it a lot of money? Is it very little money? For me, it's a lot of money, right? So imagine this, right? So these are the six different ranks that you will be familiar with when you join the company, right? But let me explain the business a bit more to you guys, right? With this whole entire scenario. So I want you guys to picture that you guys are here. This is you. You are starting off your business right now, and this is you. And this whole entire diagram is your sales, right? And everything in green is your commission, right? So you make your first direct sale. You make 1,000 ringgit in commission, right? When Lim introduces another guy to you, you also make 1,000 ringgit commission, right? And you get the point. Kent, Lucy, you earn 1,000 ringgit. This is called your 1A overriding lane. Every machine that is under Lim, every machine, you make 1,000 ringgit. Are you guys clear? If you guys are clear, give me a thumbs up in the chat, please. Thank you so much. Right now, you make your second direct sale, right? You are still a 1A, so you make 1,000 ringgits for this sale, right? Now, you make your third direct sale. You become a 2A now. When you sell the machine to Tay, you make 2,000 ringgit for that sale. Then you find another person named Kim, 2A. You make 2,000 ringgit. And now Kim is someone special. Imagine Kim is your really good friend, right? And she wants to do the business seriously with you. And she, within the first month of her purchasing the machine, she introduces three of her friends to buy a machine, right? Because Kim is your 2A overriding lane, every machine that she sells, you make 2,000 ringgit per machine. Guys, that's already 6,000 ringgit for you. Isn't that amazing? Did you sell the machines to Ali, Abu, and Ani? No. Kim did it, but you're making the money, right? So isn't this business structure so amazing, right? And that's why overriding commission is so powerful, right, guys? So let's count the number of sales we have at this moment of time. We have one, two, three, four direct sales, and we have six indirect sales, right? This means that if the next machine comes under Bob, is this a how much commission do you make from Bob now? Type in the chat for me. I want to see your answers. See if you guys are with me. Bhavya says 2 point. Okay, you guys are very sharp, right? The reason why it's only 2,000 ringgit is because it's under Kim. For you to become a 3A distributor, you need to open another direct lane. Right? Are you guys clear? If you guys clear, give me a thumbs up in the chat, please. Right? So only when you get 10 group sales, your next direct sale, you become a 3A distributor. Right? Very simple. So now, Ani sells to three more people, you make 2,000 ringgit per machine. Ban sells to Chan, Chin, and Chu, you also make 2,000 ringgits per machine. Right, guys? But remember what I said earlier. It's called the 8-point commission or 8A's commission. Right? And this is where I'll explain it in a bit. So now, Chu sells his first machine to Don. Right? Just like you selling your first machine to Lim, Chu will make 1A or 1,000 ringgit. Right, guys? Then Bun is Chu is under Bun's 2A lane because it's the third direct sale. So when this machine sells, Bun will make 2A commission or 2-point commission. Same with Ani, 2, 2. So let's count 1, 3, 5, 7, right? 8 minus 7 equals to 1, and you only make 1,000 ringgit from this sale, right? So this is where the 8 points come into play, guys, right? Chu sells her second direct sale. It's also a 1A sale, so also 1,000 ringgit. Now Chu sells the third direct sale. Now Chu becomes a 2A. From this sale, Chu takes 2A. Bun takes 2A. Ani takes 2A. Kim takes also another 2A. 2, 4, 6, 8. Only 8. You get 0. And this is where you are cut out. It's a non-8A sale. Right? Some of you looking at this will be like, I don't like that 0. The 0 is not nice. I want more money. Everybody wants more money. Right? But let me tell you this. The company has to limit it. Would you want to join a company that keeps paying you and paying you and paying you and then one day go boof? No. You want to join a stable company that can protect itself so that the company is able to last a long, long, long time. Right? That's very important. The second benefit of having this 0 right here, just imagine this. For you to get this 0, you need to earn all of this commission first. If you don't earn this commission, you're not going to get the 0. Right? So, in a matter of fact, I want more zeros because it means that my team is growing. Right? So, just picture that, guys. So, after 20 group sales, you become a 4A distributor. And then after 50 group sales, you became a 5A distributor. Right? Imagine this. Imagine under 5A, you have a distributor like Sonia Sandhu. very powerful, and she sells 5 machines for you every single month. What is 5 times 5,000? It is 25,000 ringgit every month. Then you become a 6A after 100 group sales, and you find someone like Sam Sia. Who wants a Sam Sia under you? Who wants a Sam Sia as your downline? I want a Sam Sia as my downline, right? Of course. Imagine if Sam Sia is your downline and sells 10 machines every single month for you. How much do you make? What is 10 times 6,000 ringgit? 60,000 ringgit in a single month by having a Samsia underneath you on your 6A. Poof. Right? So, guys, I hope you guys are seeing the picture. I hope you guys are seeing the potential of this business because it's really, really big. Right? All right. I'm almost done, but I want to run through just one last activity with you. Is that okay with you guys? If that's okay, give me a thumbs up in the chat, please. Okay, Sudhir said it's 7.8 lakh in India. Wow, it's a lot of money, isn't it? Right? Okay, let me just stop sharing this. Let me get back to my iPad. Share screen. Screen broadcast. Okay. All right. Do you guys see this? Do you guys see? Give me thumbs up, please. All right. Thank you. Right. So, guys, I want to really create this picture in your head. And that's why I'm doing this exercise, right? This exercise, imagine for the next 1 year, you do this business seriously, right? I want to give you a picture of the potential financial gains from this business. Do you guys want that? Right? So just bear with me, but I need your participation on this, right? Because talking to myself in this room is kind of sad, and I need you guys to reply me. So I give me energy, please. So when I ask you guys questions for certain things, I just need you guys to reply me. Is that okay? Thank you so much. Right? So in the next 1 year, imagine you take this business seriously, right? You are going to meet 4 different kinds of customers, right? Your first type of customer that you will meet is someone called a end user. Who is an end user? An end user is somebody who loves the machine but does not want to do the business, right? No interest in the business but love the machine. Then you have someone, the part-timer. But do you see there's a little space in between end user and the part-timer? And I would like to introduce someone to you, and his name is called Sometimer. Now, who's a Sometimer? A Sometimer is somebody who treats the business like more of a hobby, you know? But the difference between a Sometimer and a part-timer is the part-timer is really committed, right? The Sometimer is more of a hobby thing. The difference between the Sometimer and the end user, is that the Sometimer actually does something called sales, right? So you get the picture? Sometimer is like the in-betweener guy. Part-timer, fully focused, has a full-time day job, but wants to make Enagic happen for him, right? Then you have your full-timer. You don't need me to tell you what a full-timer is, right? If you're full-time in a business, you know the kind of commitment that you need to have to make the business work for you because you're full-time, right? So let's come back to the end user. Let me ask you guys a question. If you love the machine and if you're an end user, right, do you think that you're able to share the machine or the benefits, or share the benefits of the machine with your friends and family, right? So as an end user, usually an end user will buy one machine for their family, right? But an end user will give you something called referrals. They love the machine so much. When friends come over, they be like, hey, check out my machine. It does this. It's alkalization, it's antioxidant, it's microclustering, blah, 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 blah. Do you think within the next year, is it possible for the end user to give you some referral sales? If you agree, yes, in the next 1 year, how many referral sales can one end user bring to you? Type in the chat for me a number in the next 1 year. Thank you, Raj. 12. Any more? 15. Give me two more numbers. 10. Thank you. 10. 5. Okay, I see 5, 10. Repeat. Right? And it can also be 2. Right? So no right, no wrong answer. Now, come to the sum timer. Remember, the sum timer, he does something different than the end user. The end user just tells the experiences. The sum timer takes one step further. He does sales. What I mean by sales. Remember the video of the product that Simon did, right? He does that. He knows how to do that. He or she, sorry. He shows the product demonstration. He shows the pH testing. He shows the washing of vegetables, right? And do you think that is a lot more effective than just talking? Right? So the sum timer will bring you sales as well. So give me in the chat, type in the chat for me, how many sales do you think a sum timer can bring for you in the next 1 year? I see 4, 12, 10, 15, right? So about the same as the end user. But in usual cases, the sum timer, because he does sales, he will usually bring in more sales than an end user, right? Now, guys, here's where the real juicy part comes, right? The part-timers and the full-timers. In the next 1 year, your goal is to find part-timers and full-timers to do the business with you. Because in this business, you cannot do it alone. It's a team business, right? So, part-timers, how many sales do you think your part-timer can do for you in 1 month? Type in the chat for me. I see 3, 10, 2, 13. Give me one more answer. 5. Thank you so much. Right? Part-timer. Now a full-timer. A full-timer, like I said, he doesn't mess around. A full-timer needs to pay his bills. And he's fully committed. Every single hour of the day, he's making appointments, he's doing demos, he's on Zoom calls, right? So one full-timer, how many sales a month can a full-timer do for you? Type it in chat for me. 6, 20, 5, 10, 8, 7, right? 7, 8. Thank you so much for your participation, guys, right? So all these sales numbers, right? What I want to do to you, for you, sorry, is show you the potential that in 1 year, how much you could potentially make, right? So I like being conservative. So is it okay For the part-timer and full-timer, can I take the lowest numbers there? The lowest numbers are 2 and 5. Is that okay? So one part-timer doing 2 sales a month and one full-timer doing 5 sales a month, right? So these are the numbers I'm working with. But I want to take it a step further. I want to be even more conservative. I want to show you what's the worst possible outcome, right? Part-timer, instead of doing 2 sales a month, I cut it in half and he only does 1 sale a month. Now, a full-timer, he needs to pay bills. So obviously he can't be doing 1 or 2 sales every month, right? So instead of 5, I put 3 sales a month. So right now we have one part-timer doing 1 sale a month, and we have one full-timer doing 3 sales a month, right? So in a year, there is 12 months. 12 months. This would mean that you will have 12 machines, right? And over here, it will 3 times 12 is 36 machines. All right, guys. Now, all these sales is they mean nothing if there is no commission, right? So remember, there's the 6A, the 5A, the 4A, the 3A, the 2A, right? So which commission would you like me to use to calculate your sales per year in a year? Sorry, is it 3A? Is it 4A? Is it 5A? Give me an A to work with. Arjun says 3A. Siva takes 2A. Nobody wants 6A. I want 6A. Okay, this is 4A. Thank you. Right, but let's go with the lowest, 2A. Right. The reason why I don't use 1A is because if you remember, 1A is only your first and second direct sale. After that, you're pretty much a 2A already, right? So 1A is a bit unrealistic. So I say take 2A, which is 2,000 ringgits. 2A, 2,000 ringgits, right? So let's calculate, do some math. This would mean if you have 12 machines a year, each giving you 2A commissions, that will give you 24,000 ringgit. Am I correct? Is my math okay? Right? And over here we have 36 machines from a full-timer doing 3 machines a month. So 36 machines times 2A commission, that will give you 72,000 ringgit. Right? And these are actually your direct sales. Right? Let me ask you guys a question. In this business in Enagic, is the direct or indirect more powerful? What I mean by that, I'm not a 6A yet, but my good friend Simon Lowe is a 6A. He tells me that when he became a 6A, 100 machines, he said that his ratio is 1 to 9, meaning 9 direct sales and 90 indirect sales. So that was his ratio, right? So thank you, Kirti. Indirect is basically more powerful in this business. So let me ask you a question. What would in the next 1 year, what would your direct to indirect be? 1 to what? What is your ratio in the next 1 year if you do this business seriously? Do you guys understand? Okay, 1 to 2, 1 to 20. Wow, hey man, 1 to 20. Amazing. 1 to 4. Right, so we have 2, 4, 20, 10. Right? Thank you for your answers. But I want to be even more conservative with you. Instead of 1 to 4, 1 to 5, 1 to 10, which is very, very possible, you know, instead of that, I only want to use 1 to 1. Meaning, I sell a machine to my good friend Heman. Heman sells a machine to his good friend from India. Full stop. The end. No more. Right? That means 1 to 1. Meaning, if you have 12 direct machines in 1 year, you will also have another 12 indirect machines in 1 year. Hence, you will also get another 24,000 indirect. Am I right, guys? Are you guys following me? Right? And over here, because you have 72 machines, 36 machines from a full timer direct, it means that with a 1 to 1 ratio, you will also get another 36 machines indirect. Right? So let's calculate this up together. 24 plus 24 equals to 48,000 ringgit. 72 plus 72 equals to, I think, 144. Right? So, guys, what are these numbers? These numbers are your overriding commission from one part-timer, from one part-timer doing one sale a month, and from one full-timer doing 3 sales a month. And this is your overriding commission for a full year. Let me ask you this question, guys. Seriously question. Oh, where did I go? If you add these two numbers up, 48,000 and 144,000 ringgit for you, is 200,000 ringgit in terms of commission income for you in the next year amazing or not amazing? Are you happy with 200,000 ringgit? To put that into perspective, that is roughly about 48,000 US dollars in a year. Is 48,000 US dollars for you in a year amazing income? Yes or no? Thank you, Kathy. Yes, amazing. Right? 48,000 US dollars, guys. It's a lot of money, right? Now, let me ask you one more question, guys. One more question before I end my session, right? In the next 1 year, do you only want to find one part-timer and one full-timer? No, you want to find as many part-timers and as many full-timers as you possibly can, right? So, another question for you guys. In the next 1 year, how many part-timers would you like to recruit in this business with you? Are you guys still with me? Minimum 5. Any other answers? 6, 5, 12. Thank you for your answer. Now, come to full-timers very quickly. How many full-timers would you like to recruit in the next 1 year? Thank you. 10, 20, 20 for sure. Indeed. 12, above 10, 10 plus. Eh, it's not high, but 15. right? Thank you for your answers, guys. Imagine imagine your part-timers and your full-timers are like franchises. If one part-timer can give you 48,000 a year, what if you have five part-timers, right? Or if one full-timer can give you 144,000 ringgit. In If let's say you have two full-timers, that is 288,000 ringgit, right? I like being conservative. So for my final part, I would like to show you one last thing, right? So part-timers, oops, okay, part-timers. One part-timer gives you 48,000 ringgit, and the lowest I saw there was five. For full-timer, right, gives you 144,000 ringgit in 1 year, and the lowest I saw, but I only want to do two. So in the next 1 year, you have five part-timers and two full-timers, right? This will give you, what is 48 times 5, guys? That is 240,000 ringgit. Lastly, this is 288,000 ringgits, right? You total them up, it is 528,000 ringgits. Guys, what can you do with 500,000 ringgit in 1 year? For me, that is debt free. No more credit card bills, no more loans. It could be my dream house. I mean, a deposit for my dream house. It could be my dream car, right? I don't know what 500,000 ringgit for you is, but let's just say if you don't even achieve this and you only achieve 50% of it, which is, yeah, it is 264,000 ringgit. Are you guys okay with this income in 1 year? If you are okay with 264,000 ringgit in 1 year, please type yes in the chat for me, because I am. Right? So, guys, thank you for your participation. Thank you for being part of this whole exercise with me. Right? But I want to stress another thing before I end. Was I being conservative? Yes. I was being very conservative with your numbers. Instead of taking the highest, like 10 for part-timer, 10 sales per month, or 20 sales per month for a full-timer, I only took one sales a month for a part-timer, or three sales a month for a full-timer. Instead of a 2A, instead of 6A, 4A, 5A, 3A, I only use 2A, right? In, I didn't even use a ratio of 1 to 5 or 1 to 10. I only use a ratio of 1 to 1. In my opinion, I was being very conservative, yes, but I was not being very realistic. No, no, no. If you look at some of the top distributors' numbers, people who have reached 6A, their ratios are about 1 to 5, 1 to 10. Their sales figures are pretty high up. And I was being very, very conservative here. So I hope you guys see the big picture. Let me turn off my share screen with this. Right? I hope you guys see the big picture. First, we have an amazing product. An amazing product that can benefit you and your family's health. An amazing product that is a one-in-a-lifetime purchase. You don't even have to buy another one in your lifetime because it will last a long, long, long time. Then, behind that, you have an amazing business. And what was the cost of starting this business? 4,000 US dollars or 14,000 ringgit in Malaysia. You spend that money to start a business in Malaysia, like a normal business? I don't think so. Right? So guys, I hope you guys see the big picture. Amazing product, amazing business plan. The income possibilities are limited to your own efforts only. And that's what I like about this business. If you are really hardworking and you really want this business to work for you, you put in the work, the money will come. You know, when I first received my first paycheck from Enagic, I was ecstatic. When I received 5,000 ringgit from Enagic, I was like, wow, you know, and I was really happy. Imagine receiving 5,000 every month extra. Isn't that wonderful? Sell one machine a month, 2,000 ringgit, 3,000 ringgit. Sell two machines a month. The income is everywhere, right, guys? So please, if you have not purchased your Enagic machines, your Kangen machines yet, please consider purchasing it for you and your family. If you have already owned a Kangen machine, but you are not doing the business, consider doing the business. If you need more details about how to get the machine or how to get started in the business, talk to the person that introduced you into this Zoom call. And I'm very sure they will gladly sit down with you and explain how you can get started. Because guys, in this chat, we have 118 participants. I'm very sure 80% of us are all existing Kangen distributors, right? Lastly, in the chat, would you do any other business than Kangen at this point of time? Yes or no, for my fellow Enagic distributors? No, not possible. No, even me. No, right? So that's your answers. These are the distributors who have been in Enagic for the last 1, 2, 3 years. You know, Heyman has been in the business for almost 5, 6 years. He has made it in India. You know, so if you want more confidence, speak with different distributors, speak with your upline, speak with the people who invited you to this call, get more information, right? How to do the business and everything, don't worry. There are systems already in play. Systems like this Zoom call, you know? So, guys, don't let the doubts fill your mind. Just talk to somebody who is in the business, trust them, and dive with them, right? So this has come to my end of my session, guys. I hope you guys have learned a lot. I ran out of water and I've been talking a lot, so my throat's really sore right now. Thank you so much, guys. Right, so right now we'll take a 5-minute break for before the 4 p.m. session. That's when our weekly distributors meeting will start. Session, you will basically hear a few things. The first session is that you will hear some testimonials about what the Kangen machine has done for many of us, health-wise. The second part is that we will have a special guest speaker, or today speakers, right, who are very successful in this business, and they're actually on video right now, Kelvin and Pat, right? They are very, very successful Enagic distributors in Malaysia, right? And you'll be hearing from them. You'll be learning from them. So be excited, guys. If you want to be successful in this business, the only people to ask are your leaders, right? So stay tuned, wait for 4 o'clock, be ready, and catch you guys then, guys. Thank you so much.